Welcome to Pinoy Wonder TV.
Top 10 Richest Person in Philippines 2022. 10. Thai siblings. The Thai siblings Arthur, Alfred, Alessandra and Anjanette are children of late banking tycoon George Thai, who founded Metro Bank in 1963. The elder Thai later formed GT Capital, now one of Philippines' biggest conglomerates with interests in banking, auto, property development, power generation and insurance. The siblings' fortune is comprised of stakes held in the publicly listed GT, Capital and Metropolitan Bank Trust. Eldest son Arthur chairs Metro Bank. He was conferred the Asian Banker CEO Leadership Achievement Award for the Philippines in 2019. 9. Ramon Ang is the president and vice chairman of one of the nation's oldest conglomerates, San Miguel. Originally a brewer, San Miguel is now a leader in food and beverages. But the bulk of its revenue comes from power and infrastructure businesses. He also owns a substantial stake in Eagle Cement, which he took public in 2016. The company is increasing its capacity to 8.6 million metric tons. San Miguel is proposing to build a $15 billion airport and city complex at a 2,500-hectare location along Manila Bay. 8. Andrew 10 chairs Alliance Global, a holding company with interests in food and beverage, gaming and real estate. The son of a factory worker, Tan built his fortune developing large apartment complexes around Manila. Alliance Global runs Imperator, the world's largest brandy company by sales volume. Tan's son Kevin is chief executive of Alliance Global and chief strategy officer of property developer Mega World. 7. Tony Tan Coctin is the founder and chairman of Jollibee Food, one of the world's fastest growing Asian restaurant chains. Jollibee operates more than 3,200 eateries in the Philippines and over 2,600 stores overseas. Jollibee sells Filipino, Chinese, American and European dishes adapted to a quick-serve and affordable format. After reporting losses for the first 9 months of 2020 due to the pandemic, Jollibee turned profitable in the fourth quarter. With partner Edgar Sayatu, Coctin also owns a stake in developer Double Dragon Properties. 6. Dennis Anthony Uy and his wife Maria Grace Uy founded Converge ICT Solutions, one of Philippines' largest operators of high-speed internet. In 2019, New York private equity firm Warburg Pincus invested $250 million in Converge to bolster its rollout and infrastructure plans. Converge ICT's fixed broadband services now reach more than 9.6 million homes in 440 cities and municipalities in the Philippines. They took the company public in 2020, raising more than $500 million in what was one of the Philippines' largest IPOs in recent years. The couple still have a majority stake in the company. 5. Jamie Zobel the Ayala. Jamie chaired his family's Ayala Group until retiring in 2006 when his son, Jamie II, took over. Now Jamie's 7 children control more than one-third of the $3.9 billion revenue conglomerate. His grandfather started with a distillery in Manila, then expanded the business into banking, real estate, hotels, telecommunications, and education. 4. Lance Gokongwei and his siblings, Rabina, Lisa, Faith, Hope and Marcia, inherited their fortune from their late father John Gokongwei Jr. Their combined fortune is derived largely from stakes held in JG Summit, which has interests in airlines, telecom, banking, food, power and property. Lance runs JG Summit as its chief executive while his older sister Rabina is chief executive of Robinson Retail. Their portfolio also includes Universal Rabina, one of the country's largest F&B companies, started by their father as a cornstarch plant in 1957. In June 2021, Gokongwei acquired a minority stake in local pizza chain Shakey's Pizza. 3. Enrique Razon Jr. Enrique Razin Jr. chairs International Container Terminal Services, ICTSI, the country's leading ports operator. International Container also has subsidiaries in the Asia-Pacific, Eastern Europe, Africa, and the Americas. Razin's grandfather started the business with a port in Manila in 1916, which his father rebuilt after WWII. Razin grew the business globally. The crown jewel of his hospitality firm Bloomberry Resorts is the Solaire Resort and Casino in the Philippines. 2. Manuel Villar chairs property developer Vista Land and Lifescapes run by his son Manuel Paulo. The company is planning to list a real estate investment trust in 2021. Villar's biggest asset is his stake in Golden MV Holdings, formerly Golden Bria, a developer of mass housing projects and condos. Villar also chairs mall operator Vista Malls. In October 2019, he took his home improvement chain All Home Public. Villar's wife, Cynthia Villar, is a senator in the Philippines. 1. Sy siblings. The 6 Sy siblings are Teresita, Elizabeth, Henry Jr., Hans, Herbert and Harley, inherited their fortune from their late father Henry Sy Sr. Their combined net worth is comprised largely of stakes held in the group's publicly traded SM Investments and SM Prime. SM traces its roots to Henry Sr., who sold overrun shoes in 1958 at a store in Manila he aptly called Shamart. Today SM is one of Southeast Asia's largest conglomerates, with interests in department stores, supermarkets, banks, hotels, real estate and mining. While daily operations are now managed by outside professionals, the siblings sit on the group's boards and guide SM's overall strategy.